गोंयचे जेन्ना पर्यटन म्हणून आमी उलयता तेन्ना खूब फावटी आमकां फीश करी रायसाच्या फुडें वचचें पडटा, केन्ना गोंयान जे भायले पर्यटक येता ते फक्त फीश करी रायस सोदिना जाल्यार तांकां एक डिफरंट फूड एक्सपिरियन्स जाय पडटा. सो ताका लागून हांगा जी वेगवेगळी रेस्टॉरंटां आसात ती डिफरंट फूड एक्सपिरियन्स दिता. आमी अशें एक रेस्टॉरंट पळयलें आसगांव जेचें नांव आसा गुलाबो जी. सो एक वेगळे तरेचो एक्सपिरियन्स दिता. तातूंत तांणी ओल्ड कोजिन्स हांगा हाडिल्ले आसा आनी ताका लागून तें रेस्टॉरंट सद्या भायल्या परस गोंयकारां मदीं चड फामाद जाल्लें आसा. गोंयांत रेस्टॉरंट चलोवपाक चॅलेंजीस कितें आसा, गोंयच्या पर्यटना विशयी कितें तांकां दिसता आनी तांच्यो चॅलेंजीस कितें, प्लस पॉयंट्स मायनस पॉयंट्स हे सगळे जाणा जावन घेवपा खातीर आमी आपयल्ले आसा गुलाबोजी रेस्टॉरंटाचे सोल ओनर संजना आनंद. आनी आमी शूटिंग करता इन इंग्लीश एंड हिंदी बिकॉज शी डजंट नो कोंकणी.
Yes, I don't know.
Yes. Okay. First of all, people would like to know something about you. First of all, you don't look like Goan. You have come, I think, from West Bengal. You have come here.
I've come from Calcutta. Yeah.
From Calcutta. Tell us more about that.
So I came from Calcutta to Goa, and I just landed in Goa. I think the land only called me. The Goans welcomed me with open arms, and ever since that day, I've called it home.
And when was this?
This was 11 years ago in 2016. Yeah.
We have seen these stories coming up many a times. People who are doing business here or people who are settled here, they say
Yes.
we came here as a tourist and we like the place and we have settled here. Is that the same story that you are going to repeat, or you have some other story?
No, I didn't come here as a tourist. I just came here. It was just destiny. I didn't know anything about Goa prior to coming to Goa.
That was
But
your
when I
first
came
visit.
here, it was my first visit. But when I came here, there was so much similarity between Bengal and between Goa. What we have, like, we've got football, we've got fish, we've got afternoon naps, we've got gossip sessions. So there was a lot of similarity in both the cultures. So it was easy to dwell into. But I think most importantly, the humans of Goa, 11 years ago, they are people who are so different. I mean, you don't find these species in the world today generally. They welcome you with open arms. They help you. They go out of their way to help you. They are content within themselves. Their spirit is very content. You know, they would only just want to see a smile on your face, and they would ask nothing in return.
So that was one thing that attracted you.
It was
here.
beautiful, yeah.
So
The
you
people
found
here.
home, this to be the next home, second
Home because of the people here.
So how did you thought of settling down here?
I started learning hospitality from the Goans. I think it runs in their blood. Also, they've learned a lot from the Portuguese. They have this finesse in hospitality. They know how to talk to people. They know how to unfold a conversation on the table. They know how to make you eat. They know how to make a meal a memory, which otherwise in different cities where, you know, we are chasing time from 9 to 5, we're chasing life day and night. I think here it was more about slowing down and, you know, things come and catch you.
Do you still feel Goa is more of place for slowing down? Because we have seen a lot of, you know, outsiders who are coming here, non-Goans settling down in Goa, and the life has become more hectic than what it used to be, because we are part of a global village right now.
I think Goa is a very small community, and everybody knows each other. And the most important thing is it takes very intelligent minds to respect the land, the place, and most importantly to understand it. For that, it requires a lot of patience and time. So you will say that, you know, Goans are slow. I don't think they are slow in that sense, because you see a lot of Goans who are so good at what they do. They are intensely occupied in their craft. They are so creative. And people miss out on that. They're doing such wonderful things which people otherwise in the country are not doing or even thinking.
So what was your impression, first impression, you know, before coming down to Goa, and then first impression after you landed in Goa?
Before coming to Goa, it was all about land, sea, the beauty, the natural beauty. There was a lot of tourism, a lot
Parties.
of parties
Daru pina.
happening. Yeah.
Yes, wala.
Beer.
Beer destination.
Destination. People here think that I have the same life, but Goans don't have the same life. This is what I've understood after coming here. There's a lot of hard work which they do. There's a lot of thought which goes into what they do. and they're very different people.
So back home, you still tell people that you don't get up and drink beer. We
Yeah, I still
drink
have
tea.
to. I still have to explain that to them.
कि
That-
चाय भी पीते
It's been
हैं।
8 years. I've not been to the beach,
हाँ.
but people don't believe that.
Okay, so then you started your journey in Goa.
Then I started my journey on. I started from Baga and Kalangut. Those were very different days. Like 11 years ago, Baga was a different place altogether. Tourism was very different with a lot of international tourists coming in. There were so many cross cultures. There were people who were so close to one another. There was not formal hospitality. It was informal hospitality. People would come to your homes, eat food, make friends, have their phone numbers saved. Next year they would come again to you. You knew them by name. You knew exactly what is the kind of coffee they like, the kind of food they want to drink. So the personal touch was immense. And that's what made hospitality truly different, a world apart, a class apart, which we don't find these days. It's changed.
What's the reason?
I think there are so many more people who've come into the field now. Like in the yesteryears, no, if you told a taxi driver at the airport, I want to go to this hotel, he'll be like, yeah, I know which hotel. Today, if you say they're like, hum Google Maps lagate hain. So that time you knew which hotel, what was the hotel meant for. Everybody knew. But now there are so many that you can't tell from one to the other.
Then you have better choices. You have more choices.
You do have more choices. I think from a bed at 500 rupees to I think 1 lakh rupee a night, you've got a huge range now available in Goa. You can choose.
So which
Whatever
Goa
you
do you
want.
like? 11 years back or the current Goa?
I think we in Goa, in the circumstances that we are right now, we will evolve from this. Goans are very intelligent people, and they know what they have in hand, and they will certainly come out of it, and they will be better and stronger than what we are today.
Nice to hear this from someone who's not born in Goa.
I know that for a fact.
Okay,
They
so
will.
go, let's be little nostalgic. Go back 11 years ago when you were working here.
Yeah.
What were your experiences?
My
You made some good
experiences-
friends here.
I used to do everything. I learned hospitality from my friends who were Goans because I was with an MBA degree. I didn't know anything about hospitality. So when we were catering to guests from all parts of the world, primarily, which was most important. We used to get a tip if we dropped them to the Tito's in Mambo's Lane. They used to tip us in dollars if we made them a nice drink, and that was out of love. It was not out of the service charge per se. It was out of pure love. So those times, that era of tourism where, you didn't have to put a staff forward to go and talk to somebody. The owners themselves had that human touch. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. You made those guests have become your friends. They've become a part of your family. In fact, after staying in your hotels, they even came home to understand your food and your culture.
Okay.
I've had so many Russian friends who came to my house and they were like, what is pani puri? I've not had it. And, so that was, what is pan?
Huh.
It's a betel leaf. What does it have in it? So we don't see that now. We only find people coming and going, coming and going.
There is no emotional connection.
There's no emotional connect. It's just become pure and pure business.
So what were you doing during COVID? That's one question which everyone would like to know about each other.
Yeah,
So COVID time was the time when people were going back to their homes,
right.
and you still stayed back in Goa.
I stayed back in Goa. I was just wondering about what has to be done next. And I kept wondering that what is it that Goa needs after, I did boutique hotels, I did a luxury hostel, I did all sorts of assignments, I did villas, I did everything. And I was like, what is the next thing that Goa needs? And I kept thinking, and I then started reading books. So I was highly invested in reading in that time. And then I understood that there are lost recipes of India which people have forgotten, yet people can relate to. It's not there on the table. There are so many old recipes which are not documented. You don't get them anywhere apart from the scripts which are written in Urdu. So you
Okay.
translate them into Hindi and then English, and then you understand the recipe. Plus there's so much technique and art in it that if you have not practiced it, if your chef or the team in the kitchen, if they have not been there and done that in the olden times, you can't prepare the meal and put it on the table. these times. You won't believe it. You know, khao Have you had it ever? It's a Burmese dish, okay?
Okay.
So in my family, traditionally somebody got married from Burma and stepped in, and so khao was made out of these spices, and you know the coconut milk was grounded, the masalas were grounded, the milk was actually soaked and taken out. It was a long process. It used to take like 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours for my mother to make it, and it was so authentic that today if I go to a fancy restaurant and I eat it, I can't relate.
Okay.
I just can't relate. I would keep saying no.
Why is that?
Because of the shortcuts of
Okay.
what they are using versus how my mother used to make it from scratch.
Okay.
She didn't use the commercial powders. It was handed out in masalas. Then the coconut milk did not come in Tetra packs.
So you started searching for all
So
these
then I
old
started
recipes.
searching because everybody went into cooking in COVID and they
Huh.
were doing all these things in the house.
So you did research.
So I started going into that research, and then slowly the concept of gulaboji came into being.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Gulaboji is a COVID child,
It's a COVID child.
but still doing well.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's
Tell us about your
slowly
experience.
coming up.
Owning a restaurant in Goa. Many a times we have people complaining कि यहाँ तो सिर्फ दारू पीने के लिए लोग आते हैं. खाना किसको खाना है?
See, 90% of restaurants in Goa are about what is the view? How pretty is the view? Or let's say the decor. Is it Instagrammable or not?
Hmm.
And, you know, the plates should be pretty. The pricing should be overpriced.
खाने से पहले फोटो निकालना.
Photos are
जरूरी.
important. All of that is more important. And what happens is that somewhere or the other, it compromises on your real, actual food. See, I can come to your restaurant once for the ambience, but second, if the food does not bring me back, I don't come back. So, food is supposed to enhance the experience which you're having, and it's not supposed to be a distraction from what is your actual dining experience. Like, I always tell people, if you go to a movie theater, there's a reason why you're not dining and watching a movie, because all your focus is on the movie, so you're just eating a popcorn. The tongue doesn't,
Yeah. You're
change
not
your mind.
distracted.
Yeah, because all senses, the smell, the nose, the tongue, everything has a role to play when you are eating food. All the five senses. So it's exactly why, you don't get distracted from what you're actually doing. So true dining is about good food.
But you are actually, against the tide, I can say, because now people want quick things. अभी ये podcast running for half an hour, 40 minutes, people would like to have it in 30 seconds, and then...
See, I'm talking about gulaboji is old world charm. I think a gentleman can, take somebody's heart, a lady's heart faster than a boy next door. No
Okay.
matter how hard or how quick he is.
Huh.
Yeah. But a gentleman can do it way faster.
So Gulaboji is a gentleman.
It's a gentleman's place where you just don't come to eat, you host, because you know what the food is from the yesteryears. You can relate to the
Do
whole
people have
nostalgia.
that much of time? I'm talking especially about tourists who come here. उनको तो खाना खा के और कहीं जाना है.
We have told people multiple times that we are into slow cooking, gravies, we are into hand-grounded masala. There's an art and technique which is required. There are several preparation methods also to that dish. When you're talking about a halim, it's a serious dish. And just last month, when you had Ramzan, locals came to the restaurant. They were like, why you shut between 5 to 7? Iftar ka samay hai. Humko halim chahiye.
Huh.
Then we just changed our mind. We were like, no, we'll keep it open for you until Eid. These are very
So you
serious
kept
dishes.
the restaurant open.
We kept it open because we know what is the seriousness, what is the emotion, what is the legacy, what is the identity behind that particular food dish. So, basically, हम बोलते हैं ना कि भारत में खाना बनाया नहीं जाता है, पकाया नहीं जाता है, वो अपनी पहचान से जाना जाता है. So that is very important. People, for them, food is their world revolves around food. Like politics will revolve around food. Your grandmother's love can revolve around food. The wife you choose in your life revolves around food. Food has such an important part to
How
play.
bad she cooks.
How bad or how good she cooks. Yeah,
Okay.
either way.
So you kept restaurant open during...
Yeah, for them I did, because I did not know that there are very few people who are actually selling very, very good halim in Goa.
सो व्हाट इज़ द रिस्पॉन्स स्पेशली फ्रॉम गोवंस, खासकर हम लोग जैसे फिश करी राइस के भक्त है, तो वहाँ जाके देन यू टेल मी कि स्लो कुकिंग हो रहा है, भैया बैठो आराम से.
Yeah, it's a place where you just slow down in life. See, after Feni, football, fish, you should come to Gulabuji and see how Goans indulge. You will see that there's a group of 5 people coming. One is a foodie, knows it all, is telling the other people about it. Ye khao, wo khao. You know, there are similar palates where, you know, you have a fiery palate which is tangy, spicy, then there's sour, then there's sweetness. And you have the similar things in Indian food also. Like a mutton champaran from Bihar. It's intensely spicy and Goans love it. Because they can substitute that dish to their authentic Goan dishes as well. So when we explain it to them, they don't lose a chance. They will place an order.
So you have repeat Goan clients coming?
We
in
have
often?
repeat of them coming, and most of them know what they want to eat before they come. They
Okay.
don't even see the menu.
So also they also educate others whom
They
are hosting.
educate others, and the tongue of a Goan, like you say, jeeb de kaatna. Classic Konkani saying. The tongue is faster than social media. They will go and tell everybody and refer you to everybody, and then people start coming, and you know, they will say, so and so friend asked me to come. They come in large groups. You know, earlier Goans used to stay home and celebrate birthdays and anniversaries and call people home. Now they go to their favorite restaurant. So every small celebration is done at their favorite restaurant where they can come. And now for us at Gulabuji, we are so happy that we've become Goan's 7th day restaurant.
So
Lagi mo siya may. Oh, may alo kitre. Rasta पावस मरे.
जॉन बाब टायर झाल्या मरे ब्रेक आनी कशें लागतले
मुझे पाशी हड्डे जाले इथे.
हॉडी चेंज कर मरे
किती?
टायर चेंज कर मरे
कोई चेंज केला बरे? येच. योकोहामा टायर एक्सप्रेस.
ओय योकोहामा टायर एक्सप्रेस सगळे टायर सोल्युशन एका जाग्यार नवे टायर्स विथ 5 years अनकंडिशनल वॉरंटी
वाह
मॅगविल्स
वाह
टायर चेंज टायर सर्विस
वाह.
नायट्रोजन गॅस व्हील अलाइनमेंट अँड बॅलन्सिंग
अरे वा.
पेपरलेस बिलिंग आणि जायते हे सगळे बेस्ट प्राइस आणि एक्सप्रेस सर्विस
गाडी सारखी बटर आणि सर्व्हिस सारखी फास्ट मरे.
फास्ट नो
हा.
एक्सप्रेस योकोहामा टायर एक्सप्रेस ऑपोजिट सनशाइन हॉस्पिटल आलेम हायवे मारगांव आणि मग दोतरा घेवत मरे
होय.
हार्ट ऑफ योर एंटायर कॉन्सेप्ट इज सम गाय कॉल्ड शेफ. ओके, अगर वो ठीक नहीं है तो योर कॉन्सेप्ट डजंट वर्क.
Biggest challenge.
Either you have to cook yourself or you have to have a chef who has lived that life or past life or has been trained to do
Our
this.
chef has been trained under Imtiaz Qureshi, who was a Padma Shri award winner for the country for dum cooked cooking style of cooking, which was slow cooking. And we've been blessed to have him with us. But when his mood is not right, it's not right. So this sort of food, it's not factory food.
Okay.
That, you know, you have 10 steps and bus, khatam, and you can give it in those many minutes. This is about art, it's about technique, it's about the human touch.
So when you talk of time, how much time does it take for you to serve a particular dish?
It depends from dish to dish. There are some of them. See, there are many steps to preparation. Some that can come quick, some that will take its time. But the more time you give, the more flavorful it is, because Goans are very sharp about their food. They know the intricacies. They know the smell of a dish and they can tell you what has gone in it, what ingredients have gone in it. So we source all our ingredients from outside. Our saffron comes from Kashmir. Our Mathania chilies are coming from Rajasthan, because until you don't give those ingredients, the authenticity is lost. And you can't have the same dish on the
So
table.
you spend a lot of time doing all these purchases. going
Sourcing
to the
ingredients, yes,
places.
that's a challenge for this sort of regional food. But you know, earlier Indian food was more generic. You know, people could not think beyond butter chicken, naan, biryani or two. But now it's becoming hyper local. So people want to know what is a litti chokha from Bihar, or people want to know, you know, what is this dish from West Bengal. It's become more like exploring for them.
Abhi, when you speak of Indian cuisine, you just, you don't talk about Goan food. Why is that?
See, we are trying to cover all states of India slowly, because we can't have them all in one menu at the moment. So every 3 months we are, bringing changes in the menu with fresh dishes from different states of India, and which can relate to the old school, old time cooking.
So Goan fish curry rice will be part of your menu.
Yes, it'll be
someday.
part of our menu
वो भी
shortly.
slow cooking पे.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you tell me something, you would like your pav, with toddy in it, not with the yeast.
Hmm.
You would like the smell of the wood-fired bakeries. You can't forget it. So now if I give you the dinner rolls which you get in the bread baskets in restaurants, Goans don't like those pale imitations. They like what they like. So when they call for a tandoori roti at the restaurant, it has to be kadak. Absolutely to perfection.
So, but this thinking is across pan India, or just Goans who are too particular, or too much foodies, or they love the food.
They're very particular. Pan India, it's not like that. I also hail from outside, so I know.
Huh.
It's not like that. They're very particular about their food, and it's really beautiful to know they cook their food perfectly, and they eat it with a lot of pleasure also.
हाथ से भी खाते हैं.
They take time. They will eat with pleasure. They want to enjoy their meal.
So, हाथ से खाना ठीक है या फिर
We
चम्मच
tell
से
our
खाना?
guests, आप हाथ से खाइए. There's nothing better than
You
eating
won't
with your
say,
hands.
yeah, ये आदमी हाथ से क्यों खा रहा है
No,
ऐसे?
no. In fact, I was planning not to give cutlery only because it is the best thing to eat from your hands, according to Ayurveda also. Fills
Okay,
your
so-
stomach
So
better.
encourage people to.
Yeah, fills your stomach better. So it encourages people to eat.
Okay, so what next for you in Goa? You're
What
Goan,
next?
I think, by now. Goan by heart.
Trying.
Trying
Going
to
by
learn.
heart, yeah, but I'm trying to learn as much as I can.
कोंकणी
It's-
वोकनी सीख ली या फिर
No, I'm still on it. I think
Learning.
every day is a learning phase. But yeah, I mean, we are evolving. 5 years ago, we didn't have so many restaurants. We didn't have so much variety. But look at us today. We've got everything on the table. We've got Thai, we've got Japanese, we've got everything around us. So I think Goa is growing every single day.
सैचुरेशन पॉइंट आ गया. एवरीवन सेज कि बहुत सारा सैचुरेशन पॉइंट आ गया. अभी भैया बस अभी टूरिज्म होना है तो अभी क्वालिटी टूरिज्म करो, क्वांटिटी टूरिज्म नहीं चाहिए.
You call it saturation, I call it correction. I think it's a phase. We will get out of it and we will come out of it stronger and even better. With the kind of supply we have right now, it would even get better.
You need lot of corrections to be made. So it will take time.
Yeah, quite a few corrections.
What
to
is
be
your
made.
advice to the government? Ideally podcast पे ये सब नहीं होता.
I
but
think the stakeholders of Goa, they have to make some corrections, some serious corrections. Without that, we are not going to head anywhere. So after that is done, I think people will realize, because the value of Goan hospitality, our land, it cannot be replicated by, let's say, another state that has a beach. We have put in like decades of hard work and made this state the capital of tourism in India. That cannot be forgotten. So most people know us and they remember us for that.
So how do you feel when people say we are lost paradise, Goa is lost paradise? हो गया खत्म.
In the sense,
In the sense that tourist बहुत सारे आ रहे हैं. Again I am coming back to quality versus quantity वाला figure. वो टूरिस्ट आते हैं जो गुलाबो जी में नहीं खाएंगे. वो रास्ते पे अपना खाना पका के खा रहे हैं.
see, we also had tourists of various sorts 10 years ago also. Let me just take you back. That time also we had a low segment, a mid segment, and a quality segment, the high segment. It is just that with time and with how the surroundings, the circumstances, the situations have changed, and I think we have to do the corrections to make sure that they come back again for it to get going.
So when you call tourist for a kind of restaurant that you are running, tourist is a international tourist or you are talking about domestic tourist?
International, domestic, both. In fact, the Goans who are migrants now, who are living abroad, they come to us thanks to the social media, and they tell us that this is one of the finest Indian food that I've ever had in my life. We are humbled. There are some people like they've almost cried after eating a particular dish, you know, because they've said, this is exactly how my grandma used to make it. And you know, that hits you harder than a very pretty plate with, you know, a pretty setting of an international dish. So that emotionally really hits you harder. People have cried while writing feedback on our forms. So we've experienced that as well. And they've gone back and told everybody about us that, you know, you should go there.
वही advertisement करते हैं.
Their personal network is stronger than social media.
But you are serving that generation. We will not be there after 20, 30 years. So what about Gen Z?
You've heard of Banshri, that cloth, if I'm correct?
Banshire.
Banshire, yeah, that cloth, which is used.
When we also in Kokni person who's like Banshire that we say.
Yeah, but then, you know, the cloth is lost in the kitchen while watering the rice out. Everything gets lost.
Okay.
For ladies who are cooking there.
Okay.
So what happens
First
is
time I'm listening to the importance of Banshire.
it's very important.
Okay.
So even these smallest things are so important that, you know, if the food of the yesteryears and the techniques are not preserved, we will lose our identity.
How do you convince Gen Z who's not interested in your food? He wants it to look good. He wants to have maximum likes on his Instagram after posting that picture.
This food is Instagrammable for sure. It's not like it's not, because everybody from each part of the country can identify with it. But there's one thing about Gen Zs, that they relate to this food 100%. Now you'll ask me how.
Yeah.
You'll ask me how, because they have started to explore. They have started to understand that we can move beyond generic Indian food. And there is more to Indian food than just chicken biryanis and naans. So now they come and ask us, कि ये कैसा है, वो कैसा है, and you know, they want to understand what would suit their palate. Like prawns balchao can meet Mangalorean ghee roast very, very simply, because it's a very good love story in terms of the flavors. So what flavors suit your palate are the dishes which you can eat here at Gulabuji, and that is synchronization. So the Gen Z is looking forward to that, and also healthy, because you know, these slow cooking, you know, food, all of it is very, very good for health. It helps you digest.
Are they understanding the concept, your concept behind this slow cooking, this Gen Z?
They are reading. They are intelligent, thanks to the internet, the social media. They want to go out and explore. Nothing stopping them.
So you have next generation.
The Gen Z wants to know. The Gen Z wants to know the storyline behind that dish. The Gen Z wants to know that which Nawab ate it. Why this food?
So again, this question, of course, thanks for giving me a lead. This food used to be only for Nawabs many a times, you know. I've seen some reels of Lucknow when they speak of Nawabs and good food.
Yeah.
And बाकी लोगों के लिए तो चलता है kind of food. So is it
It's
right,
not like
or
that.
I
The
am
thing
having
is
wrong
that the
impression about
Nawabs,
it?
the kings and the royalties of that time, they had all the money, all the resources. They had the time. Then they had forests to themselves to hunt. You know, they had 4 kitchens in their palaces. A vegetarian for the widows and the ones who were fasting. A non-vegetarian. One was for hunting. One was just for their international, you know, guests who were coming from outside. They were so particular about their food, you know. The royal hakims and their cooks, they were asked to innovate, make a different dish every single day. And they couldn't repeat it the next day.
Acha, okay.
So the royalty were actually the people who innovated and brought food to life. And जो राजा खाते थे वो प्रजा नहीं खाती थी.
हाँ.
तो प्रजा के पास वक्त कहाँ था?
So Gulabuji में everyone is Nawab.
We've got
Every client is Nawab. Everyone who walks in
we've
is
got a
Nawab.
mix. We've got royal recipes. We've got forgotten street foods. We've got a few dishes which grandmas used to make. So it's a mix of everything.
So if I want to feel like Nawab, I can come to you.
Yes, absolutely. Feel like
Please go.
Nawab.
नहीं आएगा, okay.
We will make you feel like a Nawab. No
Okay,
two
so
ways
what
about it.
next for Gulabuji now? Are you also, as you said, Goan food also will be on the the menu?
Yes,
in some
yes,
days.
yes. We love our Goans. We've opened the restaurant primarily for our people, and we want them to come. We want them to taste the food, and we want them to understand it. and we want them to have a really, really good time. That's what we want.
Okay, last word for the Goan hospitality, tourism, something which you
I
want
would
to say?
like to ask you, which is your favorite Indian restaurant?
Oh, हम लोग तो फिश करी राइस खाने वाले लोग हैं, बट स्टिल शेरे पंजाब इज समथिंग
हाँ.
which we
From the
visit.
olden times.
Yeah, just because it is also accessible and it is giving a genuinely good food, and they understand our hurry. they
They
quickly serve you food.
Huh.
Okay,
So, and how do you relate to a non-Goan who has been working here, who's been contributing to your land?
Okay, so in fact this podcast is going ulta, but still I'm telling
Huh.
you the because you are there for last 11 years, everyone who's non-Goan is welcome, provided he understands our culture and becomes a part of it, rather than imposing their culture on Goans.
Correct.
Who understands and respects our environment, who respects our culture, who respects our slow life, okay, and who also understands that being Goan, I'm not a Portuguese, I'm also equally Indian as any other person in India. So if you are like that, someone is like that, then you are always welcome. But we are looking at a view by cutting my hill, you want to see then sorry, don't come here. You go somewhere else out of Goa, because we have a limited resources. We have limited land resources, we have limited resources. So don't overburden. If you can do some quality addition to our life, okay, by respecting our culture, environment, of course, then you're welcome.
But do you think that the migrants have contributed to hospitality in Goa in a large way?
In fact, Goans have kept the flag of hospitality high right now. Given an option between Goan and non-Goan, I think Goans are better in terms of hospitality. Okay, and people who are come from
Why
outside,
do you feel so?
it's in their blood.
It's in their blood.
Yeah, because we are very mild people. We are very open-hearted people. Okay, and sometimes I feel ki outsiders have taken disadvantage of this attitude or behavior or character of us. Okay, so back to asking you the question. So the last question.
पळय टोपरी झबली माणे सगळे हाडल्यात हां हे तांदूळ सामके पौश्टीक भुरग्याक बरे आनी हे मुगो तेल कालूच घेवन आयला दुकानांतल्यान
मम्मा तू इतल्या पयसल्यान हें घेवन येयला
मागीर म्हाका तुमची काळजी ना तर राव गो हांव तुका कितें तरी खावपाक करता
आगे
पळय गो शी पाड पडू हांचे कसलो सावार आयला देव जाणा कितले आशेन हाडिल्ले हांवें सगळे
मम्मा तू चड चिंतू नाका राव हे पळय सगळ्यान शुद्ध पंचामृत जे दिता शुद्धता आणि पौष्टिकतेची हमी आणि त्याच वांगडा ही वेगवेगळी शुद्ध तेलां आणि बरेच प्रॉडक्ट्स
अशें
जशी आवयची माया जायना कमी पंचामृता दिता शुद्धतेची हमी सुपर एक्स्ट्रा लॉंग बासमती रायस पंचामृता फोर्टिफाइड चक्की फ्रेश आटा प्रीमियम लॉंग क्वालिटी बासमती राइस हिमालयन पिंक सॉल्ट variety of cold press oils panchamruta.
There are two aspects in you. One is you're a Punjabi who was born and brought up in Bengal and right now in Goa. So the last question to you is that what do you prefer eating in Goa?
Fish curry rice. For
Fish
sure.
curry rice.
Yeah. Because I hail from Bengal and we've been eating that for years. And fish is such an integral part of us. It's our identity in Bengal. And so it is in Goa. The only difference is that you have the salty fish, we have the sweet fish from the sweet river. But I think from the sweet waters. But I think all in all, fish curry rice is a staple. It's by means the way of me and my being in Goa.
Thank you very much. And someone who's giving thumbs up to fish curry rice is always our favorite. Okay. So thank you very much for joining us on
Thank you
this
so much,
podcast.
Rupesh.
And do visit Gulaboji restaurant. It is at Asagaon.
Hmm.
Okay, and I think if you Google, you will get it's pinned already on the Google.
It's pinned, and you should be the first one to come.
Okay, feel like Nawab. Rupesh will be Nawab in Gulaboji restaurant. You're watching this podcast, and especially now it's tough time because we are shooting this at 2 o'clock when we are hungry and we are talking about food. So you're watching this podcast on your favorite channel, Goa News Up. Keep watching.